are back and we are so glad to have you back. Thank you for joining us this beautiful morning, Tuesday morning, being the 15th day of August 2023. We are halfway the month actually, and getting to the next month, which is a bit special for most of us. We are here to discuss about the reading and making sure we are enabling the reading culture during the holidays. You know, at school, we know we have the assurance that our children are reading because we have teachers, qualified teachers teaching them. Now the problem comes in when the child is at home and, you know, the qualified teacher is left, you know, in school ama ameenda shughuli zake. So ni wewe muzazi na maybe you're not a teacher, so mambo ya kufuata mtoto, unachoka na yeye hajafanya hajaosha vyombo nini, you get so frustrated. And so here the government got to bring in this concept, just have a library, you know, a national library where you can go, let your child read, hata wewe mwenyewe unaweza enda hapo uweze kusoma. So that is what we are trying to understand. And also there's that opportunity that Purity has told us that you can actually, if maybe you are not able to access the library, the national library that maybe is within your town, maybe you are in the far interior, you can also seek them to get we'll give you our contact that you can get in contact with them so that you can come as a group, as a community, mpangane. They come, they train you on how they can you can better, and also provide even hata kaa we mwenyewe mkitaka mnaweza jijengea tu ka hall kenyu where children can be going and learning as well. And so we have Purity Kavuri Mutuku with us today, and she is a professional librarian. She holds a master's in library and information science and also a bachelor's in the same. And so we continue with our discussion. Karibu tena.
Asante sana.
We left at actually the people living with disability.
Yes.
There is a program that you have for them that is very crucial.
Yes.
Take us through it.
Thank you. The government is talking about having integrated learning, whereby we are not separating people with disability with those other children, but we want them to learn together. So even as a library, we have embraced that particular concept. And what we've done is that we have quite a number of resources that can be used by people living with disability and even those others. So even as they sit in the library, they can interchange and share together. So for instance, we have what we call the audiobooks. The audiobooks, I'm sorry I did not bring a sample.
It's okay.
Next time I'll bring a sample. But it's a very small gadget which uses a battery. You just connect the earphone, you put into your ears, and you're able to play the book. Somebody has already been recorded reading that particular book. So you can play the book. If you feel that the person is reading very fast, there's a button that you can make him to read at your own pace. If you want to move faster, if you want to stop, whichever way. So for instance, the people who are visually impaired, they can use the audiobooks and they really enjoy. By the way, the audiobooks have become so famous, and even with the adults, they are coming to use them. And then we have the deaf. For the deaf, they are not able to hear, but they can see. So even the stories that we screen on our screens, they have the write-up, the written bit of it. So they can read and they can look at the pictures and enjoy the story. And even the revision, if it's English, it's mathematics, whatever subject, they can read for themselves. They are not able to hear, but at least they will read and they will be able to see the pictures. And to see the other children are able to hear, read, and see the pictures. But now we put them together, meaning they are all learning together. And then we have what we call the audiobooks. With the audiobooks, they can also see the pictures of the stories as they hold the audiobook. It's a bit bigger, the audiobooks, the video book is a bit bigger than the audiobook. So for the video book, they can just hold it. Once you put the battery, you play. Of course, it's audible. But because then they cannot be able to hear, they can read the story and watch the story at the same time. And that really helps them. And besides that, even the library is built in such a way that it accommodates even the people who are using wheelchairs or the white skin. We have a lamp. So they can access the library using the lamp, or either they can use the lift. So we've really ensured that everybody is taken good care of, and whoever is within the environment, you don't feel like you are discriminated against. You are accommodated, and the children actually some may not even know the other child has a hearing problem, because we mix them. And of course the librarian will keep an eye to ensure at least the person is safe and comfortable.
Awesome.
Yeah, so and I want to talk to the parent, kindly parent, if you have a visually impaired child or a deaf or a child with any kind of disability, please don't hide them. Bring them to the library. We even partner with the Rotary Club of Nakuru, and we provide them with CP chairs or the wheelchairs or the white canes. So if you have such kind of a child who needs a wheelchair or a CP chair, please contact Mizpah, and through Mizpah we'll be able to help you with those gadgets so that we don't hide these children. They are also very, very important in the society, and they are very unique skills that we need for the purposes of ensuring that we move to the next level as a country. So mzazi, tafadhali usifiche huyo mtoto. Ni wa maana sana. Asante.
Awesome. And also there is also the concept for the teenagers. You get to have also, you teach them about careers. That is also provided there. Some of the programs. Tell us a bit more also on that, and also about the reproductive health and drug and substance abuse as well.
Great. Wanja, you'll agree with me that so much is happening in the society today. When you watch the media, there's a lot of domestic violence, and you follow it up, you realize the father or the mother is alcoholic or abuses drugs. And in our outreach programs, we've realized most of the teenagers are into drugs and substance abuse. So what we do during the holiday, we have a session. We know in schools every Wednesday is their club day. That is the day when they go to their clubs and they do whatever they are supposed to do. So even in the library, we've come up with a program where every Wednesday, at least from 11, once they come in the morning and they do their revision, from 11 we have sessions whereby we invite someone to come and talk to them about careers, the kind of careers that they can dive into, and the expectations in those careers. Many times we invite the universities, we invite the Kabalak University, Egerton University, Laikibia University, and other people to talk to them just for 30 minutes. And then we also have a session whereby, especially on Fridays, you know, Fridays inakuanga, it's club day. Na hata our teenagers washajua Fridays watasema wanaenda kesha, lakini hawaendi kesha. Sasa that Friday at around 11, we usually also have a session with them, and in this case we invite medics and police officers. So the police officers will be able to talk to them about the effects of drug and substance abuse. Ukipatikana na marijuana ama ni bangi, utafungwa na wewe ni mtoto. Hakuna haja ya kujiengage nazo, and they have a long-term effect in your body. So we talk to them in those areas, and we are assisted by the police officers. Then our medic talk to them about reproductive health. And during the reproductive health talk, many times we separate them. The boys candle, they have a mentor. The girls candle, they have mentors. And by the mentors talking to them, at times we even get professionals. We can get an engineer, and of course there's a medic there. The same case, wherever we get, we organize to have guests speaking to them. And as they speak to them, they take them through what happens in their reproductive system and the kind of changes that they experience, and how they can be able to navigate life with those kind of challenges without those challenges affecting their self-esteem, affecting their academic performance, affecting their aspirations and their dreams. And for the girls, at the end of it, or towards the end of the session, we usually give them a packet of sanitary towels.
Nice. Yes. Each one of them?
Yes, each one of them.
That is very
yes, but this one we do the last week. So like we'll not do it this week but next week. But never the rest, by the way. If there's any woman who needs a sanitary pant, na kuja library atapata. Even the students know. In case something happens that you're within the library, usikakue na wasiwasi, run to the nearest staff desk and we will sort you out.
Nice. I think that's very noble.
Thank you.
Very good, because so many people out there are also struggling with some issues as that, and also we'll set a time to come and discuss in details about that. But also for the adults, you get to have, I have actually seen this, there is you've partnered with one of the outside overseas company, I think, something like of that sort, where you get people can come and showcase the talents.
Yes.
You know, if a person is a videographer, there are those tools. Tell us about it.
Great. We work with partners in most of our programs because the library does not belong to Purity. And the library does not belong to the director of the Kenya National Library Service. The library belongs to the community. And so we want the community to understand that the library is the people's university. And whatever you feel you'd want to pass to the next generation, just come to the library. We share that idea with you, and we see a way of making it or aligning it with our library program so that the community can benefit from it. So like we partnered with Atesh Graphics in the area of talent expression, whereby we are helping to nurture young talents as well as old talents. Usikaseme umeseeka sana hauwezi kuendelea kukua MC, ama ulikuanga a very good actor lakini umeseeka hujachapa. So with the help of Atesh, we go to schools and even churches. We identify talents. Is it spoken word? Is it singing? Is it dancing? Is it that, what do we call that, fashion, whatever, catwalking? I don't know what we call it. We have a better term. All that. We identify them. They come to the library. We do the auditions. Then they are taken through some bits of training on how to manage the stage performance. Then after that, we have the main day when we record. And we upload that to the YouTube channel. We are calling it Fourth City Talent Production. You can check it in YouTube, and I'm sure you like it. We've also partnered with Young Institute Mathematicians. They come to the library every Saturday from 9 to noon to help students revise mathematics. And we've partnered with other organizations like the Young Africans Readers Initiative, YARI, and we offer short courses for the purposes of empowering the community or the people with soft skills that they can use to earn their living. And some of our programs are things to do with introduction to computers. We offer Kenya Sign Language. We offer management of school libraries. We offer mental health, quite a number of courses. And all these target both teenagers and the adults.
And if someone wants to join in for the short courses, is it free?
Well, it is free actually, but you need to pay at least for your certificate and the entrance fee, which I'm sure I'll be able to talk to at the end of it all.
Amazing.
But it's not that expensive. We don't charge like the universities. You just pay something very little for your certificates.
Amazing.
And then that library access fee. And at the end of it all, you have a skill. You see, like, I really like talking about the website design and the social media course that were the first ones that we did in 2016. And the first cohort, one of the beneficiaries from the first cohort is actually the peer to our governor.
Wow, that is good.
He's a beneficiary of our programs.
Nice.
And actually, he always remembers I'm the one who introduced him to our current governor.
Nice.
And by then, our current governor was the county speaker. So we went somewhere, we used to go for outreach. And our governor was the guest of honor. And we had a nice chat, and this person met the governor. And now he has a job.
Amazing.
And this does an amazing thing. We have others who have now opened their own shops. Allow me use the word shop, and there are those that are already designing websites for companies solely, and these are skills they learned at the library. So another thing I do want to tell the parent, sio kila mtoto lazima akuwe daktari ama engineer. Tafadhali allow the child to nurture that talent that they have and that gift that they have. And when they come to the library, we provide that forum. We work together with the community to ensure at least ako ka gift na ka talent ka mtoto wako kata kufanya hata wewe usmile na ufurahie.
Amazing. Also, there's something that is very crucial that you're also introducing as we get to our finish line as well. There is the reading storybooks to unborn children.
Wow.
There's that initiative that caught my attention. Tell us about it.
This is a whole testimony that I can share, and I'm very passionate about it. This is a program I started when I got expectant, and my pregnancy was a miracle one during COVID. And I learned from one of my friends who was outside the country in America that what happens once you get pregnant, you are given storybooks to read to the unborn child.
In America?
Yes, in America.
Okay.
So and many other developed countries. So when I learned that, I decided to start reading a storybook to my child.
Okay.
And every day when I am free, nikikaa chini, I would get a storybook and read. And by the time this boy was born, he really loved reading. Even today, to read to him a storybook, he sleeps.
Wow.
So I decided, why can't I start such kind of a program in one of the hospitals?
Okay.
And in the process, I wrote a proposal, and we got some grants from Bouquet International. And so we started a program at Bodeni Sub-County Hospital. And we call the program Toto Smart Book Club.
Okay.
This club aims at teaching pregnant and breastfeeding mothers the art of reading storybooks to their unborn children. Because I meant to understand, at 8 weeks, huyo mtoto anasikia.
At 8 weeks?
Yes.
And what is the benefit of that? Because I'm sure there are a couple of pregnant women who are watching us right now. So what is the benefit of that? What does it do to the unborn baby?
Good. One of the things that it does to unborn babies, that creature growing in your stomach has ears.
Yes.
It can hear. Whatever you are telling it, it is hearing, and it is preparing itself to join that world.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're talking love to that child, by the time this child is being born, he has already developed those elements of love. And by the time the child is born, he comes to a world that is full of love. He also wants to give love. But you realize a situation where a pregnant mother is calling the baby names. Kwa sababu anakusumbua. Hii ngombe ama ni nini. That child, by the time he's being born, he is born with kind of
issues,
with issues and self-esteem, and he feels that he's not appreciated in the community, he's unwanted. So lazima by the time he's being born, anazaliwa akiwa na defense mechanism, survival mechanism. Ndio unapata kanalia ovyo ovyo, kanafanya vitu hata uelewi. Some is just crying because they have to find a way of surviving in the community. But when you read those interesting books, you love with the child, you calm the child with the books, with a song that is in a book. By the time that child is born, hata IQ ya mtoto itakuwa tofauti. Atakuwa akijua it is important to be calm, it is important to smile, it is important to love. It's not a matter of crying always. It's not a matter of shouting always. And so it really boosts the IQ of a child. And another thing, even when it comes to talking, the child grasps once that you're speaking to him or her. And by the time these boys or the child starts talking, he or she will remember the ones that the mother was reading and the ones that the mother was speaking to him or her when he was in the stomach. So it's very, very important to start reading those storybooks to the babies, because you are introducing them to a language. And the language you read, maybe by the time they are born, it's the language they will adapt. Kama unataka mtoto wako anjue Kiswahili, soma Kiswahili. Kama ni Kiingereza, whichever, mix all of them. Whichever language, that is the language that child will adapt. And believe him, Wanja, if you get into a vehicle today, or into a fright with a white, the whites are always reading. Sisi ni kuangalia kwa dirisha, tunaangalia, tunadoze, unaamka. But msungu anasoma. Why? Because they were introduced to the art of reading at conception. Wow. And you can see where they are and where we are.
So that will enable and will boost our reading culture
a long way
to all our children. Because kuna watoto tu hawataki kusoma. Wanaona vitabu wanasema hii ni shida gani umeniletea. They were not introduced to it earlier on. So I think this is a very noble activity that you're doing, and also let me call it initiative that you're doing, because at least with this help, that's a whole generation that has been helped. Sure. If 100 women can know that, and then the children who are born have a good IQ, you know, they love reading. You know, one person said that if you want to hide a treasure, hide it in books in Africa. And so if we are able to overcome that issue, then I'm sure our country will be in a better position. For someone who is wondering if they want to access the library so that they can be in a position to read, are there charges? Is it free? Can I just come and go? What are the timelines and all of that?
Great, thank you. The library is off Moses Mudavad Road. We are situated between the Catholic Diocese of Nakuru or Erimu Nursery. That is where you are. For you to access the library, high school students and adults, you pay 20 shillings access fee.
Every day?
Every day. 20 shillings and you'll be able to enjoy the internet and all the services of the library, everything. You do not pay anything else. Even if you go out and come back, so long as you have your receipt, you can still use the library. So that is from high schools and above, it's 20 shillings. If you want to become a member, it is absolutely free. You'll be given a card, you fill in the details, and then you're issued with a smart card. And if you want to borrow a book, you can borrow a maximum of 2 books, of which you just pay a small fee of 20 shillings per book. For the children, access to the library is absolutely free.
Up to what age?
Primary school going children. 0 ages.
0 ages. Okay.
To primary school going children, doesn't matter how old you are, so long as you're in primary school, you don't pay a single coin to access the library. For you to become a member, it's as well free. We give you a card, you take it to your school for your head teacher to sign somewhere. And then when you want to borrow a book, you can borrow a maximum of 2 books, and you pay 5 shillings per book, renewable ones. Waja believe me, hakuna kitabu cha 5 box siku hizi.
Hakuna, siku hizi ni kutoka 1000
ama 20.
Hey.
Then another service we offer at the library, we also issue international standard book number, commonly known as ISBN, for those that are publishing books. That one we charge 1,500 per book.
Or to the writers?
Yes.
Okay.
Once you get that to the writers and to the authors, we give the ISBN, and it's very easy. You just go to the Kenya National Library Service website, apply ISBN, follow the instructions. The ISBN will be sent to your email or to your SMS.
Okay.
And as far as payments are concerned, we have an account that we have provided. We are not receiving cash. We are not using MPESA. There's an account at the library circulation desk. It's also in our social media platform. That is the account you pay to.
Okay.
As we wait to onboard we are waiting to be boarded so that we are able to use the e-citizen number, the 222. I believe in 2 weeks' time we should be using it.
Amazing.
Yeah, but for now we are not receiving cash. You pay to the account.
So it is able, as we get to conclude, it is able for children to read during the holidays.
Oh yes. Please bring as many children to the library as possible. Mzazi yake usikaweke huyo mtoto kwa nyumba. Niletee yeye library. Amia, parents, I'm pleading with you, please send your children to the library.
Okay.
We have a number of branches of KNLS in the entire country. They've been devolved to the county government. In Nakuru, we have Gilgil and Naivasha and the Nakuru Library, among many other libraries.
Okay.
Find the closest library to you. Now we end there.
Amazing. But also as we get to finish up, I'm sure there are also those, you mentioned about it, if maybe a person hata kwa county yao ama okay, not county, kwa constituency ama their town hawana library, there is a way you can help out with that. Could you like help them create ama put up like what do we call them, halls where they can go and have a book? Do you get to do that?
Yes, we do. Actually, we help to set up one at Joro Town. There's a library at Joro Town. There's a place for reading at Masejeli. We've given books there. We set up a school library at Mwariki, at Gakwen, and even Bahati. We are working towards setting up a place where children can read. So long as you have an empty space, just come to the library, we discuss, we see how well we can set it up, so long as it is within the government system, as in it's something that is approved by the county government. It's not something that is done in a illegal way. Allow me use the word illegal. It has to be a legal entity. That one we will definitely assist. And even in the churches.
Okay. Even in the churches?
Yes.
Awesome. So at least hapa hakuna kusema kuna mtoto ana nini atakaa tu nyumbani. You know, there's a place they can gather together, parents, community, all those who are watching, you can come, you know, go seek the legal way, just get to have a library. I'm sure mwezi kosa a hall nearby in your town, in your constituency, in your village. You just set it up so that all your children can go there. And also I'm sure they can easily get librarians who can help out in such. You can help them out as well in that. Yes, and allow me to say something. If it's a community like a church, we allow you to become a member of the library. And you just pay 1,000 shillings only. And with that 1,000 for an entire year, you can borrow at least not less than 200 books, which you can keep for a month, renewable ones, which you can use in your small library. Oh, that is good.
Yes.
That is
So the churches, you can pay that, come borrow the books. During the holiday, watoto waingia hapo kwa church, wasome, wakimaliza hizo, return to the library, wanapata zingine.
Amazing. Yes. That is how we get to wind up on that. Thank you so very much, Purity. Today we had Purity who joined us from the Kenya National Library Service. She is Purity Kavuri Mutuku. I've said it right? Yes. Thank you. She is also a librarian, and also she's dealt matters fully into library. I hope you've learned something. I know now you are able to understand that you can enable the reading culture even in the holidays. Usikae tu na mtoto nyumbani anazunguka anacheza. Please make sure they are able to access a reading environment for them. So thank you so very much, Purity, for making time for us. It is indeed very informative, and I know those who are watching have also benefited as well. So when you go back, say hi to the team. Salams from Mizpah TV. That is how we get to wind up on that. After this, you're going to be having the discipleship class. Today is a Tuesday. Discipleship class that will be happening right here after this. That is at 9:10. We have an amazing episode with Pastor Philip Mulinga as we continue to understand the benefits of being a born-again Christian. I know you're ready for that. We'll be back with more. Stay tuned. This is Nuru ya Asubuhi.